In the previous lectures, we discussed what is anomaly detection, supervised, semi-supervised and unsupervised methods of anomaly detection, time series, anomaly detection approaches for time series. So in this example use case, let us see how these concepts play together to detect anomalies with respect to a mobile data service. Let us consider the KPIs which we normally track for mobile data. One is attach success rate. Two is PDP context activation success rate. Next one is active PDP contacts on the node. DNS resolution success. Data volume, which is the actual uplink plus downlink volume through the SGI interface. Then volume reported to the billing and policy domains over the GX or GA interfaces. So using these KPI data, our objective is to detect anomalies. So essentially the anomaly detection relies on predicting the normal value of the KPIs at an instance, and this is done using the statistical or machine learning based approaches. Then analyzing the deviation between the predicted value and the actual value. So the deviations can be in the form of a sudden change in the KPI value or a change in a correlated KPI value. So let us look at these two tables. So if you look at the first table, there is a dip in the PDP success rate. Like this value which you are seeing here, which is highlighted here, is deviant from the normal behavior of the network. Likewise, there could be a dip in the attach success rate or dip in the DNS resolution success rate. So any of these KPIs deviating from their normal value is indicative of an anomaly. So second form of an anomalous behavior is change in a correlated KPI value. For example, number of active PDPs and the volume, these two are correlated. So if you look at the second table, there is no change in the active PDPs, but there is a significant dip in the volume. Means the user is not able to browse. So it could be a problem after the GI interface, maybe the internet is down or some other problem. So another set of correlated KPIs is the uplink plus downlink volume towards the internet and the actual volumes which are reported by the node towards the billing and policy interfaces. So dip in the volume reported towards the billing and policy could lead to a revenue leakage. So volume transacted over the internet interface should be matching with the volume reported to the billing and policy interfaces. So volume reported to the upstream systems are not indicative of the actual usage and obviously will lead to a revenue leakage. So to summarize, the steps involved in detecting KPI anomalies, one is collecting the multiple KPI data which we use as the input. 2. Predicting the normal value. 3. Comparing the actual versus predicted. Then detecting the sudden drops. Detecting relation changes. And while doing all this, we have to consider the seasonality and consider the trend components. So making use of the time series analysis. In the anomaly detection technical skill and competency, the focus was on understanding the concept of anomaly detection and steps involved in the anomaly detection. So in the subsequent technical skills and competencies, we discuss business needs analysis and identifying machine learning opportunities, creating anomaly detection solution, creating anomaly detection models, train and test models with the data sets, and presenting the insights.